Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Hope that you're all really well. So I'm coming to you today with your May 2016 reading. As you can see, I'm now in my new abode. Very happy with it, and readings from now on should be on time way before the new month begins. So I'm going to do my normal 11 card spreads, 2 cards at the top to represent the general energies that you should be experiencing for the month. Bottom card is your advice card, so it's what the universe is advising you on, or it's the overall theme for the month. And the 8 cards in the middle to show events, people, situations, energies, that type of thing. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and just concentrate. Universe, Spirit, show me Sagittarius. Show me Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. What's coming in for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius in May 2016? Show me Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Show me Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Show me what's coming in for those born under the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of May 2016. I'm shuffling the cards. I'm going to cut the deck into 3, gather the cards back up, and the 2 top cards I would like to represent the general energy. The bottom card of the deck, the advice card, and the 8 cards from the middle to represent the energies, people, situations that Sagittarians who watch this should encounter during the month of May 2016. So show me Sagittarius in the month of May 2016. Show me Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. 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 What's coming in for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of May 2016? Show me. Okay, so I've meditated on the card Sagittarius, and I'm going to split the deck into 3. Collect it back up. And what I do now is I don't pull all the cards over. I just pull the 2 top cards, the bottom card, for your advice, and then I explain what I see intuitively within those cards, and the 8 cards in the centre I then turn over 2 at a time to see how the story unfolds underneath those energies. And if I need to pull clarifying cards to get far more of a direct answer on what situations are actually involving, I do that as well. So let's have a look what your energies are. So I feel that for you Sagittarius, you're looking to move in another direction potentially for the month of May 2016. Your advice is the 3 of Wands, but this can also be a card that says turn your back on something, okay? If I have that card come up for somebody who says to me, how does so-and-so feel about me? It can either, depending on what other cards are around the reading, that card can either mean that you're longing for someone, or it can mean that you've turned your back on someone, okay? So it can mean 2 things. This card can also mean that you are looking out for other opportunities, but I almost feel like this card is that the universe is saying you need to turn your back on something or someone and look further afield. Expand your mind. Don't keep it in the same place. Don't keep your energies locked up with other things that perhaps aren't working for you. It's almost like it's saying you've done your work in a certain area within your life and now it's time to move forward. Your general energy is showing us the King of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Now, look at these energies together and tell me what you think you see with these, because I'm very much into tarot interaction, so how cards are interacting with each other. And to me, it looks like somebody is gunning for this King of Cups. But the brilliant thing with the King of Cups is that he's mastered his ability to withstand traumatic events, to withstand turmoil. When you get kings, as I always say within readings, they are the completion cards of the tarot, okay, especially within the courts. So you've got 78 cards, 22 major arcanas, 40 pip cards, and 16 court cards, okay. Now these are both court cards. Swords represent an actual action. Cups represent emotion, okay. So I feel that what this reading is saying, and so far from what I can see with the energies, is that you need to hold back, stand your ground, and stand in confidence. I feel around maybe some form of conflictive energy or conflictive conflicting actions towards you. But I feel that you can stand your ground, you can hold your own. It's almost like the universe is saying, don't react to situations in May. Because this is why I feel that we've got the advice card of being the Three of Wands, which is to turn your back on something. And if you can look at these two cards here as your general energy, the King of Cups sits calmly, serenely on his throne, and he's looking over at this Knight of Swords, who's doing his best to either try and frighten him or intimidate him or do something. There's very much, excuse me, there's very much an aggressive energy coming from that Knight of Swords towards the King of Cups. So it's almost like, you know, this could be individuals. Now Sagittarius, you're Wands, so this is you guys on the Three of Wands. And you're the ones that seem to be turning your back on a situation here. But, you know, obviously you can have energies with the King of Cups or the Knight of Swords. But I feel that it's you that needs to, because you've got your back turned in that Three of Wands of the advice card, I feel that you are the energy of the King of Cups and the Knight of Swords might be something else. Now, the swords, the knights can also, especially the Knight of Swords, can represent our thoughts, because it is, the swords are cards that are affiliated with thoughts and ideas and communication. Now, I do feel that there is some very direct communication coming to you guys that you're going to need to kind of have a stiff upper lip about and not react to it in any way, shape or form. I also feel that it's not just direct communication, but somebody could be quite aggressive with their ideas, and I feel that you're going to have to just absorb it, and you're going to have to kind of just sort of put up with it. Don't react, because if you look at this card, this person isn't reacting. There's no reaction with the Three of Wands as far as I'm concerned. This person is only acting, okay? But the way that they're acting is in a very serene way. They're looking at what they want to do, how they want to expand their horizons. They're looking at other opportunities, things that are very important to them. The Two of Wands is only important in terms of what they've already developed. But they're looking to develop much more with this Three of Wands. So the Two of Wands behind this person isn't really that much important, okay? They will recognise and acknowledge that they've had a hand in building whatever it is that's behind them, but this is kind of behind them now, and they're looking to expand more. So I almost feel like it's the reading is saying don't ignite flames, if that makes any sense to you. Don't ignite flames, because I'm just noticing the serenity of the King of Cups, Sagittarius, and he's looking straight over at that Knight of Swords. And usually when you get the Knight of Swords, and that Knight of Swords is chasing you or coming towards you, to me that signifies a direct action that's being made, either made towards you, or it can even represent your own thoughts. So for me, this is almost, with the King of Cups, he's learnt to master his emotions. He's learnt to be very calm around situations. He might be quivering inside, but he doesn't show it. So I feel that the month of May is saying that you need to be quite resilient around situations that might prove difficult. Let's have a look at your first two cards. I'm just going to get a drink of my coffee here. Pardon me if I drink throughout the reading, I've just made it, and I was about to do one of the clients' readings, and then I realised I had one more reading to do for YouTube, and I thought I better do it now, because if I don't, then it will be the end of the month and people saying, where's the bloody reading? I better just get it over and done with now. Seven of Cups is a card of chaos, having too many options some of the time, things being up in the air. Okay, I feel that you need to make a decision on something. This King of Cups and Knight of Swords energy can also, it looks like an attack of conscience to me as well for some of you guys, okay? And maybe your attack of conscience is that you haven't done something with that Seven of Cups. Maybe you haven't chosen something. Maybe you haven't made a decision. Maybe you've let something just glide or something just roll. Maybe you're afraid to make a choice. But to me, the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles showing next, shows that there are real adjustments that are coming in, and you're going to be finding balance and harmony with something. Okay, this is, you look at Seven of Cups, you look at the cups, they're all to do with emotions. The Pentacles are often to do with the fruits of one's labour, so they're actually manifested material. So it's actual material that we're dealing with when we're looking at the Pentacles, okay? So the Seven of Cups is usually, you know, it can be words. This is the funny thing with the tarot, because people will say, well, cups are just emotions, it's how you feel. Not necessarily, it's things that happen that can make you feel a certain way. So those Seven Cups can literally be that you have a lot of things to think about, because there's also ideas and thinking that goes into that Seven of Cups. And there are sometimes there are just physical choices that one needs to make. Literally things that one needs to choose between. But a decision seems to be made with that Six of Pentacles. And there are actions taken to demonstrate that. So maybe for some of you guys in the month of May, maybe this Knight of Swords is goading you to make a decision. Maybe for some of you guys, because if you look at the King of Cups energy along with that Seven of Cups, they're kind of the same sometimes. Even though the King of Cups is a great card because it's about understanding, it's just the same as the Queen. Okay, the Queen goes inward to reflect on stuff, okay? So she isn't, the Kings, as I say, are the completion cards within the tarot. Now the Queen of Cups would be somebody who would go inside to think about stuff, to try and understand herself. She relies on her intuition heavily to guide her. But the King of Cups is the manifestation of that. So he's the one who will not show anything. He's learned how to be strong, really strong. So now there is no more reflection on anything with the King of Cups. He's just acting out what he has learnt through the Queen, through the Page and through the Knight. He's learned all of these things and now he knows how to demonstrate and how to act within those parameters. But sometimes with the King of Cups he can be seen as being quite moody or not being expressive enough. He holds back as well. So he almost in a way becomes a robot because he has taught himself and he has mastered the art of the blank face. Or is it the poker face? I don't know what you call it, but he's mastered the art of looking a certain way whilst a lot of turmoil's going on inside of him. And it's almost like maybe for some of you guys you're being forced into making a choice here in the month of May. Maybe you've been sitting on something for so long, for too long. And maybe that's why we have this Seven of Cups energy here and the Six of Pentacles. That something is, it seems to me something may be forced upon you that you have to actually take an action with doing something here. So maybe the Knight of Swords is not such a bad energy. Maybe this is an attack of conscience with you guys, that you've let something slip, or you haven't taken the reins, or you haven't taken enough kind of practical control. You might have taken control in terms of how you feel about something, but sometimes when we take control of our emotions and we are trying to block things out, or we're trying to stop ourselves from doing something, or we're trying to stop ourselves from thinking about something, that can be a very damaging energy as well, because it means that you're not practically or realistically dealing with a problem. You're internalising a lot of it, and the Seven of Cups can sometimes mean that you internalise a lot of issues. Those cups to me can represent issues and the internalisation of them. But it seems here maybe some of you get help with this Six of Pentacles in terms of how you're feeling with the Seven of Cups, or maybe you're demonstrating what you need to do. But it seems to me that perhaps this Knight of Swords is saying, King of Cups, you're sitting there and you're not doing anything and you're acting like everything's all right, and it's not all right. You need help, or you need to get some form of assistance with something here. The other energies to turn up are the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Page of Pentacles is a card about shortage. It's looking at things in a very realistic way, in a very honest way. It's a card about looking at what you have and looking at what progress you can make with it. So I feel that there is literally something that you have to work with and you have to work on in the month of May. But it seems that you're afraid to do something here, I feel. I do feel, because we've got the Two of Swords here, which is where we block things out and we deny things. So we bury our head in the sand because we don't want to face up to something here. Some of you might be blocking out an opportunity. This is what I'm getting with those two cards. Okay, there are opportunities showing up in that Seven of Cups, but one is too frightened to open the door. And it seems that with that Page of Pentacles, there is an offer of something, but one is blocking it out, and I don't know why. For you guys, some of you guys are actually blocking stuff out in the month of May. And now looking at this reading so far, I feel that the Three of Wands is actually saying that you're not turning your back on something. You need to develop something, because the wands, the number threes are development cards within the tarot. So I actually feel now that this Knight of Swords is actually racing towards that kind of inactive, and I feel Sagittarians are renowned for being quite active, an active sign. they're really highly adaptable as people, I feel, Sagittarians, or at least I'm not into astrology, but some of what I know of Sagittarians is that they're a highly adaptive sign, highly adaptive people, but for some reason you guys seem to be sitting on something, and I feel that somebody's trying to get you to chavvy along, because it almost looks like you're deliberating on something here, or you're procrastinating. I'm seeing procrastination, and maybe the Three of Wands as your advice card is that you need to be developing your talents and your skills, and you need to be getting yourself out there and looking for opportunities, because I feel here that you are kind of needing some assistance with coming out of yourself for some of you guys, or you're blocking out, or you're not taking up opportunities that are offered to you. I feel that some of you guys are seeking some peace. We do have the Six of Swords showing up here. Six of Swords is often the card where we're trying to achieve peace, but there are troubles, that are things still hounding us, and we're trying to kind of steer our way through to some form of clarity. And the Temperance card also says that you're trying to work something out here, okay? Because again, this is a card of trying to achieve some balance within one's life. Okay, it is a card of healing, but if you look at this card with Temperance, it's funny because Temperance actually would represent you. You are the major card of Temperance. You represent Knight of Wands as a court card, Sagittarius, and also Temperance as a major arcana. So Temperance is actually you guys. I do feel that you're trying to work something out here, and I do feel that there might be some mild depression going on with you guys in the month of May. I've got to be honest. I do feel there is some mild depression here happening. I feel that you are receiving some assistance, or somebody wants to assist you, but you're still, it's almost like you're frightened of taking the reins, or you're frightened of trying to move forward. There's something that stops you or halts you from doing that. But you guys might be moving towards some help, because the Six of Swords is often the card, as I've said, where we're trying to achieve clarity. So we're still stuck in the mire of depression or doubt or sadness, or not necessarily fear, but we can't work something out. We're still trying. Those swords are still the conscience. It's the thoughts that are still in the boat with you. And you need to clear them before you can see the road ahead. And the Temperance card is where we're trying to achieve balance. So some of you guys, I feel that because Temperance actually represents you guys, this is you guys who are trying to create some sort of balance within yourself. Okay, and this is why we have the chaos of the Seven of Cups. The assistance may be of that Six of Pentacles, the opportunity coming in with the Page of Pentacles, but you seem to be blocking it out with the Two of Swords. And maybe with this energy, it's either your conscience that's telling you that you need to try and get yourself out of this depressive mode, or it's somebody who's trying to come in and say, snap out of it or get some assistance. Hence why the advice is that you need to call out. The Three of Wands can be a card about calling out and asking for help. Again, we have a card that shows an action that's being taken. But then we see again, it's this wall that goes up with you guys. Knight of Cups is facing that High Priestess. As you know, guys, I read tarot interaction. Look at those. Can you see where the Knight of Cups is heading? He's heading towards the High Priestess. There is an offer of help here coming in for you. The High Priestess can also represent somebody who suppresses how they truly feel about a situation. You can be suppressing that you're feeling quite depressed. The High Priestess isn't always about, it's about seeking clarity, yes, and it can be about secrets. But secrets have a way of, especially when it's something that you won't open up about, Sagittarius, they've got a way of kind of making us feel even more down, or even more black, or even more in the gloom, even more dark. And I see the High Priestess at times as being quite a dark card, because a secret is something that you won't divulge to anyone else. And I feel that there is real difficulty. Twice it seems here that you were offered assistance, but you seem bemuddled by it. It's almost like you feel, I'm fine, I can help myself. But it's almost like somebody's saying to you, you're not fine. You're not fine, you need assistance. I do feel that King of Cups is you guys. And I feel that you're putting on a face. But for some of you guys, you might be going through some inner turmoil within this reading. And I feel that somebody's trying to help you to come out of it, or it's your own head that's saying, I need to get out of this. You seem to be very confused with that Seven of Cups. There is some sort of offer or assistance with the Six of Pentacles. There is an offer of help with the Page of Pentacles, but you're blocking it out. We can see that you're trying to find clarity because we have the Six of Swords and also that Temperance card. There is an offer of friendship or love coming towards you, because it seems to me that you may be... The High Priestess would usually represent a Scorpio, but it doesn't have to. It can simply represent someone who internalises a lot of things, who doesn't react. I'm feeling that you need to seek something in the month of May to help some of you guys out. I just sense with this reading, this is about some of you Sagittarians really feeling quite down. Some of you might be feeling more than happy and it doesn't relate to you. And that's fine, but some of you this will relate to. And I do feel that some of you guys do need some form of assistance in the month of May. And if there are offers of assistance, you need to take it, because I feel that you're suppressing a lot of things that you're refusing to open up about. That's your reading, Sagittarius, for the month of May 2016. I'd like to say thank you so much for using Carol's Universe. If you'd like a private reading with me, just go to the details below, www.carolsuniverse.co.uk, and I will speak to you guys soon. Take care.